Welcome to this week's video. We got the insulation installed, most of the insulation installed, and some of the windows done too. So just follow along and I'll show you the process. First of all, we tried to use this mortar for installing the insulation on the outside, and it didn't work too well largely because it was quite cold. As you can see, it's snowing, and it was negative, I don't know what, but it was below zero. So we tried mixing it up and putting it on the walls, but that didn't work. It wouldn't stick to the mud very well that's on the walls. Basically, the idea is I wanted to insulate around the whole house and with this foam on the outside. So putting 10 centimeters on my mud part of my house and then 5 centimeters on the OSB to try to keep it as insulated as possible. And then I'm going to insulate inside on my OSB wherever I build new, which is after it's coming down to being about most of the house is new. But then hopefully if we can get this all wrapped up and insulated, then we can leave it till warmer weather to get the plaster mud on the outside of the house and all that done. But hopefully I can get it insulated, get the doors in and windows installed, and get a fire in there sooner than later and get it nice and warm inside so that we could work inside and work in a little better weather than this. This week's been quite cold. After we tried the mud, we started to use this spray foam stuff. I found some that could go to negative 10 degrees Celsius, and it seemed to fill the gaps better and attach to the mud on my house better. So we decided that we'd just go ahead and just use this, and it ended up working a lot better. So I'll show you how that works with the spray foam on the back of the panel and then these screws that we're putting through. It works pretty slick. The only problem is I need to have quite long screws to get into on my old house because this mud was pretty deep, so I need to get through the mud that's on the house and get into the wood behind. So we were able to use that, able to do that and make it work out. The next day I had to go get some visa work done, so I was gone in the morning and they got all this side done that you see right now. By the time I got back, my helpers did, and then when we got back, started getting to work at this. I wanted to cover up the bottom log there because it's going to be exposed on the inside. I want to create as few as possible thermal bridges between the outside and the inside. I realized my exposed beams are going to do that at the top, but the less I can have of that, the better off I'm going to be, I think. And thankfully, though, women brought some hot chocolate and coffee out, and that was quite good on a cold day. And we got back to it. We got a fire lit to try to warm up our tools and batteries. We're getting a little cold to work, but we were able to get it warmed up, and also the spray foam wouldn't even come out. Even though it's supposed to go to -10, it would not spray out that well whenever it was cold. So got a fire started and got started putting our insulation on the addition and the old house, as you can see here. And you can see here we got some of the windows installed, and this is a video of us picking them up. We went and got used windows and brought them back and got them installed. I'll show the video of us installing some of those in just a minute, how we install them over, or how they install them over here with spray foam around them. It's a little different than installing windows in America, but it works out just perfect. And here we are getting those windows installed. First of all, I had to try to make them level, and since I was working with the old house, it was a little difficult, especially where, in the old house part, I put this piece of wood at the bottom, try to get that level, and you'll see I take it off a little bit and work with it, try to get that bottom piece of wood level is my idea. Then if I set my window on there, then I could get that level. The other problem with the old house is I don't know where straight is on the walls, so hopefully I guessed for straight. I just went with my gut feeling as far as getting them straight with the wall, so that hopefully it doesn't look too bad. And this is what that spray foam looks like around the windows after you're done. You can see it just expands and holds the window in place with the wedges there to keep it in place while it's curing. and then you just rip that off wherever it's in the way whenever you go to do your mud around your windowsills. And then here's a look at the windows we got installed. Step you around the house. There's 2 windows in our living room and kitchen in the main house. And then the window in my daughter's bedroom is going to be her bedroom. She's got the biggest window in the house. I don't know why. And then this is the window in our master bedroom upstairs. And a look back at the 2 windows in the end where the sun comes down in the morning. It comes from this side, so hopefully it can fill the house with light from that end. And then the windows over in our addition that we got done. Thanks for watching.